Have you ever felt something moving deeply within your soul, as if an invisible force were preparing you for something extraordinary? Perhaps a subtle feeling that your life is about to enter a new phase, but you're not entirely sure what it means. Today, you will uncover the secret that only the chosen ones have access to, the hidden sign of the second spiritual awakening. This moment of profound transformation is not just a coincidence. It is a powerful shift in your consciousness, a divine invitation for you to achieve a greater purpose. Stay with me, because what I'm about to reveal could transform your life forever. Perhaps you've noticed that lately, nothing feels the same as before. Things that used to bring satisfaction now seem empty, and seemingly random situations are happening around you as if trying to get your attention. This is not a mistake, nor is it a coincidence. If you're here, it's because something greater is at work in your life. The chosen ones always feel this restlessness before a profound transformation. And what if I told you that this feeling is the first sign that you are being guided toward a second spiritual awakening, something reserved only for those with a higher purpose? But it's not that simple. What lies ahead requires you to be prepared to see beyond appearances, to understand what is hidden beneath the surface. There is a specific, hidden sign that marks this transition, and few know how to recognize it. That's what we're going to talk about today. As you stay with me, you'll not only understand this sign, but also learn how it can unlock a new phase in your life, bringing clarity, purpose, and a change you never imagined possible. Believe me, what I'm about to reveal later in this video could be exactly what you need to finally connect all the dots of what you've been experiencing. The second spiritual awakening is a profound and transformative experience that few people achieve in their lifetime. While the first awakening is marked by an initial awareness that there is more to the universe than the physical world, the second awakening represents a higher level of evolution. It's not just about perceiving the spiritual, but about integrating that wisdom into practical life. It's at this moment that spirituality ceases to be an abstract idea and begins to guide every thought, decision, and action. This process is not for everyone. It demands courage, perseverance, and above all, unshakable faith. In the first awakening, a person begins to question conventional truths. It's as if a curtain has been pulled back, revealing that reality goes far beyond what can be seen, touched, or measured. Often, this phase is accompanied by a feeling of spiritual euphoria, as if the universe is finally revealing its secrets. However, the second awakening requires a deeper commitment. It occurs when someone chooses to integrate this knowledge into their daily life, facing the challenges and responsibilities that come with it. It's a call to action that transforms beliefs into practices and thoughts into actions. The great revelation is that not everyone who begins their spiritual journey reaches the second awakening. Many lose their way, distracted by doubts, difficulties, or even the temptation to return to their comfort zone. This happens because the second awakening demands more than just belief. It requires transformation. It's a process that challenges a person to abandon old patterns, break ties with what limits them, and embrace a life of purpose. The signs of this awakening are subtle and often go unnoticed by those still trapped in the illusions of the physical world. The chosen ones are those who, from the beginning, carry within them a special mission. They are individuals who face greater challenges because they have a greater purpose. They are called to illuminate the path for others, even when they face rejection, isolation, and struggle. The second awakening is a crucial stage for the chosen ones, as it marks the moment they begin to realize that all the difficulties they've faced so far have been shaping them for something extraordinary. It's as if God has been secretly preparing them, forging them in the fire of adversity, so they can shine even brighter. The essential difference between the first and second awakening lies in practical application. In the first, a person awakens to the idea that there is a spiritual world. They begin to notice signs, feel energies, and understand that there is a greater plan. In the second, this perception becomes a daily practice. It is no longer enough to believe, action is required. At this point, the chosen ones begin to stand out, as they possess a unique ability to transform spiritual knowledge into concrete actions that impact their lives and the lives of those around them. The signs of the second awakening are unique and often challenging. They may include sudden changes in relationships, financial or emotional crises, and even a sense of emptiness. At first glance, these signs may seem like problems, but in reality, they are disguised opportunities. They force the chosen ones to let go of what no longer serves them and fully align with their purpose. What sets the chosen ones apart is their ability to see beyond the surface, recognizing these moments as essential parts of their spiritual growth. 10. The chosen ones often face intense struggles before reaching the second awakening. These struggles are no coincidence. They are part of a divine process of preparation. Each challenge faced is like a lesson, a test of endurance and faith. During these battles, the chosen ones may feel abandoned or even question their spirituality. However, it is precisely in these moments that the second awakening begins to manifest, showing them that every difficulty has a greater purpose. Integration is the key to the second awakening. It's not enough to simply know that the spiritual exists. It must be incorporated into every area of life. This means aligning choices, attitudes, and even thoughts with the divine mission. For the chosen ones, this integration can be challenging, as it often requires them to let go of old habits, toxic relationships, or paths that are not aligned with their true essence. But by doing so, they unlock a level of clarity and purpose that puts them in harmony with God's will. One of the greatest revelations of the second awakening is the clarity about your life's purpose. The chosen ones begin to understand that they are not here by chance. Their experiences, both good and bad, have been carefully orchestrated to prepare them for their mission. This understanding brings peace, even amidst the storms. What once seemed confusing or unfair now makes sense, as if all the pieces of the puzzle are finally coming together. If you feel like you are going through a period of transition, facing seemingly insurmountable challenges, or being called to change, know that this could be a sign of the second awakening. Don't ignore these signs. They are an invitation to step into a deeper connection with God and your mission. As one of the chosen, you have the privilege of walking this path, but also the responsibility to do so with courage and faith. The second awakening isn't just about you. It's about the impact your transformation will have on the world around you. Perhaps you faced moments when it felt like no one understood you. Constant rejection, emotional struggles that seem never-ending, and deep doubts about your own worth. These struggles may feel cruel, as if they were meant to weaken you. But what if I told you these experiences have a purpose? That they are not mere coincidences or punishments, but clear signs that you are being prepared for something much greater? The pain you feel is, in fact, the fire that forges the pure gold within you. Have you ever wondered why it seems like you are rejected by so many people, especially those you love the most? It's not because you are unworthy of love or acceptance, but because you are different. The chosen ones often face rejection because the light within them unsettles those who cannot yet see beyond the darkness. Every no you've received, every closed door, wasn't meant to discourage you but to redirect you to the right path, the one that has been laid out for you from the very beginning. The emotional battles you face, those nights when it feels like the entire world is against you, are part of a greater process. God uses these experiences to strengthen your resilience, your capacity to love, and your understanding of human suffering. These challenges shape the character of the chosen ones, preparing them for the significant role they are destined to play in the world. They are not punishments, but tools of refinement. And the doubts? Those relentless questions about who you are, where you're going, or whether something is wrong with you. These doubts are seeds planted in your mind to urge you to seek deeper answers. They are an invitation to explore your purpose, to connect with something greater than yourself. Remember, the greatest explorers began their journeys with questions. If you've always felt like you never quite fit in, like the world feels strange, or like the people around you don't understand your essence, know that this is a sign. The chosen ones are not made to blend in. They are made to stand out. This sense of not belonging is an indicator that you have a special purpose, something that most people cannot comprehend or even imagine. Every struggle, every tear, and every moment of solitude is part of your preparation. Just as an athlete trains tirelessly before a competition, you are being prepared for something greater. Do not underestimate the strength being built within you. The experiences you consider negative are, in reality, the lessons that equip you to face the challenges of your calling. If you feel there's something unique about you, a light that sets you apart from others, do not ignore it. That light is the sign of your second awakening. It is the reflection of your divine connection, something placed within you to illuminate the path for others. That's why you attract so many challenges. The darkness tries to extinguish the brightest light, but it is precisely this resistance that makes it shine even brighter. You are in the right place, and not by coincidence. If you've come across this message, it's because something within you recognizes the truth. You know, even unconsciously, that you are not like others. You feel it in moments of silence, in deep reflections, or even in times of difficulty. This journey is yours, and every step is validated by the universe and by God. The experiences you've lived through so far have a clear purpose: to prepare you for your destiny. Nothing that has happened was random. God is working behind the scenes, turning your pain into tools, your rejections into redirections, and your doubts into wisdom. When you embrace this, you begin to understand that there are no mistakes in your journey, only lessons shaping the chosen one you are becoming. Now, I want you to allow yourself to believe this. You are not alone. Your struggles, your pain, and even your doubts are shared by other chosen ones who, like you, are in the process of awakening. Allow yourself to feel proud of who you are, because the fact that you are here, hearing this, already proves that you are special. Your journey is just beginning, and what lies ahead will be far greater than you can imagine. Do not ignore the call. The world needs your light. Prepare yourself, because now we're entering one of the most revealing parts of this journey: the 5 pillars of the Second Awakening. These pillars are not just concepts or abstract ideas. They are the foundations that support the entire spiritual transformation process of the chosen ones. If you've made it this far, know that it's not by chance. What I'm about to share is a powerful key to understanding what it truly means to be awakened on a deeper level. These pillars will help you interpret your experiences, strengthen your spiritual connection, and above all, align with the purpose God has reserved for you. Stay with me, because what you're about to discover could completely change the way you see your life and your mission. First pillar: understanding the process of the Second Awakening. Spiritual awakening is a profound and transformative process in which a person begins to see life beyond the limitations of the physical world and social structures. It's like opening your eyes to a new dimension of existence, where questions about purpose, connection with the divine, and the pursuit of deeper truths become central. This phenomenon is not new. It has been mentioned in various cultures and religions throughout history. In Buddhist tradition, for instance, awakening is referred to as enlightenment, a state of full understanding of the nature of reality. In Christianity, St. John of the Cross describes awakening as a spiritual journey that brings us closer to God. These examples show that spiritual awakening is universal, although each culture interprets it uniquely. While the first awakening represents an initial openness to the spiritual world, the second awakening is even deeper and more impactful. It occurs when a person has already walked a significant part of their spiritual path and is now ready to see truths that were previously hidden. It is a stage where the soul, once dormant in certain areas, awakens to a new level of understanding and mission. This second awakening is marked by overcoming lingering illusions, such as dependency on external validations or limitations imposed by restrictive beliefs. Here, the chosen one begins to see themselves and the universe with greater clarity. The second spiritual awakening is a turning point in the journey of a chosen one. It's at this moment that a person begins to understand that everyday life, often full of distractions and superficialities, is just one layer of a more complex and spiritual reality. The truth beyond the illusions reveals that everything is interconnected and that each choice impacts the collective. This revelation is not only liberating but also challenging, as it requires courage to break old patterns and embrace the truth, even if it means leaving people or situations behind. The second awakening is, therefore, a call to live more authentically and aligned with the divine mission. The signs of the second awakening can be perceived in different ways and vary from person to person. They are generally a combination of physical, emotional, and spiritual manifestations that indicate the soul is transitioning to a new state of consciousness. These signs may appear subtly, such as heightened intuition, or intensely, like deep emotional crises. What's important is to recognize that these experiences, no matter how challenging they may seem, are invitations to progress on the spiritual journey rather than retreat. 29. Physically, the second awakening may be accompanied by unusual sensations in the body. Some people report feeling vibrations in certain areas, especially in the head and chest, symbolizing the opening of the third eye and the spiritual heart. Other symptoms may include extreme fatigue, changes in sleep patterns, or even unexplained aches. These manifestations are linked to the energetic recalibration that occurs as the physical body aligns with higher spiritual frequencies. While they may cause discomfort, these symptoms are signs that something extraordinary is happening on the spiritual plane. Emotionally, the second awakening often triggers an intense roller coaster of feelings. It's common for repressed emotions to surface, demanding to be faced and transformed. Feelings of deep sadness or anxiety may arise without apparent reason, Yet, at the same time, moments of peace and spiritual euphoria are also experienced. These fluctuations reflect the purification process that accompanies the second awakening, where old traumas and emotional patterns are eliminated to make room for a new way of feeling and living. Spiritually, the second awakening brings a deeper connection with the divine. A person begins to notice signs around them more frequently, such as repeating numbers, meaningful coincidences, and prophetic dreams. Additionally, a sense of unity with the universe becomes evident, as if all the pieces of the puzzle are finally coming together. This phase is also marked by heightened sensitivity to energies, making the chosen one more selective about environments and people as they begin to clearly distinguish what aligns with their spiritual essence. During the second awakening, silence and introspection become indispensable allies. It is in this state of stillness that many spiritual answers begin to emerge. Moments of meditation or deep reflection are crucial for the chosen one to process internal changes and hear the divine voice guiding them. At this point, the external world begins to lose its exaggerated importance, and the internal world takes center stage in the spiritual journey. While the signs of the second awakening are transformative, accepting them is not always easy. Often, the rational mind resists change, trying to justify experiences as coincidences or mere illusions. Moreover, fear of the unknown may lead some chosen ones to question whether they are ready to move forward to this next stage. At this moment, it is crucial to trust the process and remember that everything is happening for a divine reason. 34. The second awakening is, essentially, a spiritual rebirth. Just like the caterpillar that transforms into a butterfly, the chosen one goes through a period of seclusion and internal transformation before emerging with a new perspective and purpose. This rebirth is not the end of the journey, but the beginning of a deeper and more enlightened phase, where the chosen one not only understands their mission, but also possesses the spiritual tools to fulfill it. Second pillar, the preliminary signs. As you approach the second awakening, a sense of dissatisfaction begins to emerge. Activities that once brought pleasure, such as superficial social events or material achievements, lose their allure. You feel as though life, as you once knew it, no longer makes sense. It's as if a void has opened, demanding something deeper, something more genuine. This is the first sign that your spirit is urging you to step out of your comfort zone and seek your essence. At this point, the chosen ones start to ask questions they've never considered before. What is my purpose? Why am I here? What exists beyond what I can see or touch? This insatiable thirst for answers drives many to explore spiritual paths, study ancient texts, seek mentors, or even meditate on their own existence. This search is not merely intellectual. It is a yearning of the heart and soul, calling for reconnection with something greater. Externally, life may seem filled with repetitive challenges. Financial struggles, tumultuous relationships, or even professional difficulties begin to recur. But these patterns are not punishments, they are invitations to grow. Each challenge carries a hidden lesson that, when understood, can be the key to overcoming past limitations and progressing spiritually. The universe is shaping you to align with your higher purpose. Another clear sign at this stage is the sudden departure of people or situations that no longer serve your growth. You may lose long-standing friendships or see opportunities dissolve unexpectedly. While this can feel painful, these losses are necessary to create space for new energies, connections, and experiences that align with the new version of who you are becoming. It is a process of spiritual purification. To identify these patterns, begin documenting the challenges that arise frequently. Ask yourself, what is this situation trying to teach me? Keep a journal to record significant events and the emotions they evoke. Over time, you'll start to notice connections between these experiences and the areas of your life that need transformation. Self-awareness is one of the most powerful tools at this stage. When people or situations leave your life, resist the temptation to fight against it. Instead, reflect on why they are leaving. Ask, what did this person or situation represent to me? And why is it exiting my life now? Often, these losses occur because you are ascending to a higher frequency, and not everything or everyone can keep up with your spiritual growth. This is not rejection but divine protection. While dissatisfaction with the superficial aspects of life may feel uncomfortable, it is actually a portal. It is your spirit reminding you that you were made for something much greater. Use this dissatisfaction as fuel to explore new paths, such as spiritual practices, uplifting readings, or deep connections with people who share the same quest. Remember, Dissatisfaction is only the beginning of a grand journey of self-discovery. If you feel the need for greater answers, know that they will not appear instantly. Often, they will come through small epiphanies during conversations, readings, or even moments of silence. Open yourself to receiving signs from the universe, such as synchronicities or intuitions. Try practices like meditation or prayer to quiet your mind and allow the answers to flow. The spiritual journey is a continuous dialogue between you and the divine. Instead of seeing recurring challenges as a burden, view them as stepping stones for your growth. Each difficult situation is an opportunity to strengthen your resilience, learn important lessons, and let go of old patterns. When you shift your perspective on challenges, something magical happens. They start to feel less like obstacles and more like blessings in disguise, helping you move closer to your purpose. As you advance through this stage of awakening, you'll begin to notice an internal transformation. Your outlook on life changes, your values align with your essence, and your energy attracts new opportunities and people. Embrace this new reality with gratitude and humility, knowing that the second awakening is a call to live with greater authenticity, purpose, and power. You are being prepared for something extraordinary, and these signs are proof that you are on the right path. The trials of the second awakening. The second spiritual awakening is a milestone in the journey of the chosen ones, representing a deeper level of connection and understanding. However, this process does not come without challenges. It requires you to face trials that test your faith, determination, and clarity about who you truly are. The third pillar, the trials of the second awakening, is essential for progressing on this journey. At this moment, you may feel surrounded by difficulties, but it is crucial to understand that these trials are not punishments. They are divine opportunities for your spiritual growth. One of the most significant challenges of the second awakening is confronting the ego. It often appears in the form of pride, fear, or resistance to change. The ego seeks to protect the comfort zone, but becomes an obstacle to spiritual expansion. The chosen must learn to identify the traps of the ego, such as feelings of inadequacy or self-sabotage. Recognizing that these thoughts are illusions is the first step toward overcoming them. After all, the ego does not define who you are. You are an eternal soul, connected to divine truth. Another challenge faced during this stage is dealing with deeply rooted fears. These fears might include rejection, failure, or even the fear of your own greatness. The second awakening brings these shadows to the surface so they can be illuminated and transformed. The best way to confront them is through spiritual surrender. Trust that God not only sees your struggles, but also provides the necessary tools to overcome them. Prayer and meditation are powerful practices for dissolving these blockages. Limiting beliefs also emerge as significant barriers during this phase. These might be old patterns inherited from family or society that block your perception of your true essence. For example, the belief that you are not worthy of great blessings may echo these limitations. The spiritual work at this moment is to replace these lies with divine truth. You are a chosen one, destined to manifest God's purpose on earth. Use affirmations and declare God's promises over your life to break these chains. During the second awakening, many chosen ones experience a period of spiritual solitude. Friends and family may not understand the changes occurring within you, leading to feelings of isolation. However, this solitude is not permanent. It is a divine pause that allows you to reconnect with yourself and God. By embracing this silence, you will find it to be an opportunity to hear the divine voice more clearly and discover strengths that were previously dormant. To cope with spiritual solitude, it is important to adopt practices that bring peace and balance. Meditation, for example, allows you to calm the mind and connect with your divine essence. Another powerful technique is keeping a spiritual journal to record thoughts, emotions, and lessons that arise during this period. Additionally, surrounding yourself with inspiring readings and seeking spiritual communities, either online or in person, can help alleviate the sense of isolation and remind you that you are not alone on this journey. A powerful example of facing these trials is Jesus in the desert. He spent 40 days and nights in isolation, facing temptations and trials, but emerged stronger and prepared for his mission. This experience shows that the spiritual desert is a necessary step to shape your character and strengthen your connection with God. Just as Jesus overcame, you too can emerge from this period stronger and ready to fulfill your divine purpose. Another biblical example is Job, who faced the loss of everything he had, including his health, family, and wealth. Despite this, he maintained his faith in God, even without fully understanding the reason for his trials. In the end, Job was restored twice over. His story teaches us that even in the most difficult moments, it is essential to maintain trust in God, as trials are temporary and serve a greater purpose: the strengthening of your soul and the manifestation of abundant blessings. The story of Joseph in Egypt is another example of overcoming the trials of the Second Awakening. Sold into slavery by his own brothers and unjustly imprisoned, Joseph could have easily succumbed to bitterness. However, he trusted in God's plans and remained faithful. In due time, God exalted him, making him the governor of Egypt. Joseph teaches us that trials are stepping stones to spiritual ascension, and that faithfulness during challenges brings unimaginable rewards. The trials of the Second Awakening are not easy, but they are necessary for the chosen ones to reach their full potential. God uses these challenges to shape your character, strengthen your faith, and prepare you for the greater purpose reserved for you. Each difficulty faced is an opportunity to grow and align with the divine mission. Remember, trials are not the end, but the beginning of a new phase of glory. Trust the process and know that, as a chosen one, you were made to overcome. Fourth pillar: God's role in the Second Awakening. The Second Awakening is a profound and transformative moment in the life of a chosen one. During this process, God's role is essential, as he acts as a guide and mentor, leading the individual through the turbulent waters of spiritual transformation. God does not simply observe from a distance, but walks alongside the chosen, offering signs, protection, and direction. This awakening is a divine call to fulfill your purpose, a reminder that there is something much greater at play than just earthly life. For those going through this process, understanding that God is in absolute control is an invaluable source of comfort and strength. God communicates with the chosen in unique ways, often silent but profoundly impactful. He uses synchronicity to align events in a way that feels miraculous. Finding a specific message, meeting the right person at the right moment, or receiving a revelation in a dream are some of the ways God guides the path. During the Second Awakening, the divine presence becomes almost tangible. It feels as though every movement and decision are influenced by an invisible hand directing the chosen toward their true purpose. This guidance is unmistakable, as it deeply resonates with the soul. The signs of God during the Second Awakening may be subtle, but are unmistakable to those who are attentive. Moments of synchronicity, such as repeating numbers, words that seem to stand out in a text, or songs carrying specific messages, are reminders of his presence. Additionally, the chosen may experience strong intuitions, knowing what to do even before rational thought intervenes. These feelings of divine protection and inner certainty are clear ways God signals that you are on the right path, even when external circumstances seem challenging. One of the most evident marks of the Second Awakening is the feeling of divine protection surrounding the chosen. Even amid difficulties or spiritual attacks, there is an unwavering conviction that God is present, creating an invisible shield against any harm. This protection does not mean the absence of challenges, but serves as a guarantee that the chosen is never alone. This sense of security reinforces faith and trust in God, allowing the individual to move forward with courage, even through life's greatest storms. Maintaining a constant connection with God is essential for navigating the Second Awakening. This bond is not merely an act of faith, but a spiritual necessity to strengthen the soul. Through prayer, meditation, and moments of silence, the chosen finds a sacred space to hear God's voice and feel his presence. This connection doesn't have to be complicated. Even a simple thought of gratitude or a request for guidance can open the door to profound and transformative revelations. Prayer is one of the most powerful tools for strengthening the connection with God during the Second Awakening. It's not just about asking for something, but about establishing an honest dialogue with the Creator. Prayers specifically for clarity, protection, and discernment can be especially helpful. By verbalizing their thoughts and feelings, the chosen opens a direct channel for divine guidance. This act of surrender allows God to work in the areas of life that need healing, restoration, and purpose. Meditation is another essential practice for the chosen during the Second Awakening. Contrary to popular belief, meditation is not just about emptying the mind, but creating an internal space to hear God's voice. During these moments of introspection, the chosen may receive insights, answers, and peace, even amid challenges. Moreover, meditation helps calm the mind, align emotions, and strengthen the spiritual connection, making the path of the Second Awakening clearer and lighter. In addition to prayer and meditation, spiritual practices such as fasting, reading sacred texts, and acts of charity can deepen the connection with God. Each of these actions has the power to elevate the spiritual frequency of the chosen, aligning them further with the divine purpose. For instance, fasting disciplines the body and mind, while reading sacred texts provides wisdom and guidance. These practices create a cycle of spiritual reinforcement that sustains the chosen during the most challenging moments of the awakening. Gratitude is a practice that completely transforms the spiritual journey of the chosen. Acknowledging blessings, even in adversity, opens doors to greater abundance and divine guidance. During the second awakening, expressing gratitude for every lesson, challenge, and victory strengthens the connection with God. It is as if, by giving thanks, the chosen affirms their trust in the divine plan, allowing more signs and blessings to flow into their life. By embracing God's role in the second awakening, recognizing divine signs, and using the spiritual tools available, the chosen become stronger, more aligned, and aware of their purpose. This process of transformation is not just an individual experience, but a call to impact the world around them. God does not awaken a chosen one solely for their own salvation, but to be a light and an example for others. Thus, the second awakening marks the beginning of a new chapter, where the chosen, guided by God, fulfills their mission with faith, courage, and love. Fifth pillar, the hidden sign. Before unveiling the hidden sign of the second awakening, it's essential to understand why it is not widely known or discussed. This sign is special because it is only accessible to those who have reached a higher level in their spiritual journey. It's as if the universe keeps this revelation as a secret, a gift reserved for the few who are willing to seek the truth with faith and courage. The chosen do not receive this sign by chance. It is the result of a divine process of preparation. Many go through life completely unaware of the existence of this sign. It is subtle, almost imperceptible to those caught up in the distractions of the material world. The chosen, however, possess heightened spiritual sensitivity, like an antenna tuned to divine messages. This sensitivity is the result of trials that forge the soul, opening the eyes to truths that most cannot see. What you are about to discover can completely transform the way you see your life and mission. This hidden sign of the second awakening is not just a spiritual milestone. It is also a guide, a constant reminder that you are on the right path. It acts like a beacon in the darkness, pointing the way toward the purpose God has prepared for you. The second awakening is different from the first. In the first awakening, you begin to perceive that there is more beyond what the eyes can see. In the second, you understand your role in this grand divine work. This hidden sign is confirmation that you have not only awakened, but are also ready to act, to transform your life, and to impact others with your light. This sign is not a common physical manifestation. It is rooted in profound changes within your being. It is a coded message sent by the universe, decipherable only by those with a deep spiritual connection. Recognizing it requires introspection, attention to detail, and unwavering trust in the divine process. The hidden sign manifests in ways that may seem insignificant at first glance, but carry immense spiritual weight. It could be an inexplicable sense of peace amid chaos, a recurring dream with clear messages, or even the synchronicity of events that defy logic. These small moments are like pieces of a puzzle that, when assembled, reveal the bigger plan. This sign is powerful because it serves as a catalyst. It awakens dormant gifts within you, opens doors to spiritual revelations, and strengthens your faith. It is not just an indicator, it is also a push that propels you to act in alignment with the purpose God has placed in your heart. The hidden sign is intimately tied to your life's purpose. It acts as a key that unlocks the next level of your journey. When you recognize it, you begin to understand how your past experiences, your pains and victories, were tools used to shape who you are today. Not everyone is ready to receive this sign. It requires spiritual and emotional maturity, and often comes after periods of intense trial. It is as if the universe tests your resolve before entrusting you with such a powerful secret. Ignoring this sign is like closing your eyes to a unique opportunity for growth and transformation. While it may be subtle, its effects are profound. By recognizing it, you align yourself with divine energies and pave the way for blessings and accomplishments. When the hidden sign of the second awakening manifests, it brings changes that go beyond the visible. It transforms how you think, how you act, and even the people you attract into your life. It's as if you begin to vibrate at a higher, more elevated frequency. Although this sign is a divine gift, it is not always easy to recognize. Doubts, fears, and distractions can cloud your spiritual vision. This is why it is crucial to cultivate practices that enhance your awareness, such as meditation, prayer, and introspection. The hidden sign often appears after moments of intense difficulty. These spiritual tests are not punishments but preparations. They clear the path, strengthen your faith, and ensure you are ready to receive and act upon this sign. Recognizing the sign is only the beginning. To fully harness its potential, you must take action. This could mean pursuing a new direction in life, sharing your experiences to help others, or simply placing greater trust in the divine plan. If you have reached this point, know that it is not by chance. The hidden sign of the second awakening is within your reach, waiting to be recognized. This is the moment to open your heart, elevate your consciousness, and accept the call God has prepared for you. Now that you understand the depth and power of the hidden sign of the second awakening, the most important moment of this journey has arrived. Discovering how to use this sign to completely transform your life. This is the key that separates those who merely perceive the sign from those who truly harness its potential to live their divine purpose. If you've made it this far, don't stop now. Stay with me until the end, because in this next step, you'll learn how to apply this revelation practically in your daily life, aligning with the universe and unlocking blessings destined solely for you. What comes next may be the missing piece for you to experience real, powerful, and lasting transformation. The hidden sign of the second awakening is a unique manifestation that not only confirms your spiritual journey, but also provides tools to transform your life in meaningful ways. Recognizing and using this sign is a turning point. It guides your decisions, relationships, and challenges, allowing you to live aligned with your divine purpose. What many overlook is that this sign is not merely validation, but a call to practical action. This hidden sign, perceived by those who reach the second awakening, symbolizes a profound alignment between your soul, the universe, and the greater purpose for which you were called. It appears as a reminder that you were chosen to walk a different path. It's a combination of heightened intuition, spiritual sensitivity, and clarity about the choices you need to make. To use this sign, the first step is to identify it. It may manifest as a premonition, a significant coincidence, or even a powerful inner vision. During the second awakening, these signs become more frequent and intense, like a spiritual compass pointing the way. Do not ignore them. Document their occurrences and reflect on what they are trying to communicate. The second awakening completely transforms the way you make decisions. When the sign appears, it illuminates options that once seemed unclear. Trust what it reveals, even if it feels challenging. This trust is essential to align your life with the purpose God has designed for you. Meditate and ask for discernment whenever you feel uncertain. In your relationships, the sign of the second awakening acts as a beacon. It allows you to identify who aligns with your energy and who might be draining your light. Use this understanding to strengthen bonds with those who uplift your journey and, gently, distance yourself from those who do not contribute to your spiritual growth. Challenges are part of the journey of the chosen, but the hidden sign of the second awakening brings answers and solutions that were previously invisible. It helps you see obstacles as hidden opportunities and strengthens your ability to persevere. When facing difficulties, ask yourself, what is this moment teaching me? The sign often points to the lesson. The second awakening is not just an internal experience, but an invitation to practical action. Use the sign to align your choices with your spiritual purpose. Whether in your career, relationships, or the way you impact the world, this guidance is your greatest advantage. Being aware of the sign and its presence is crucial. It operates best when you are fully awake and mindful of the present moment. This means cultivating mindfulness, silencing external noise, and being open to messages that come to you through events, words, or even inexplicable feelings. Every daily choice, from the smallest to the most impactful, can be guided by the sign. When you wake up, set an intention to be receptive to spiritual guidance. Throughout the day, remain attentive to subtle hints. They may appear in simple ways, such as a recurring number, a dream, or an unexpected word from someone close to you. The second awakening enables you to become a source of light for others. Your life, now guided by the sign, becomes a living example of faith, courage, and determination. This inspires those around you, helping them view their own journeys with greater clarity and hope. You not only transform your life, but also positively impact the world. Living aligned with the sign isn't always easy. At times, it challenges your plans and requires courage to follow unfamiliar paths. However, It is precisely in these moments that the second awakening shines brightest. It brings clarity and strength to help you overcome internal resistance and embrace transformative changes. The sign of the second awakening is not an isolated event, but the beginning of ongoing spiritual growth. As you learn to integrate it into your life, it becomes stronger and clearer. What once felt like a small intuition evolves into powerful spiritual guidance that shapes your destiny. The second awakening is an invitation to align your spirituality with divine purpose. It reminds you that your actions, words, and thoughts have a profound impact. Use the sign to live with greater intention, taking responsibility for your choices and the influence you have on the world. For the sign to operate at its fullest potential, you must cultivate it through meditation, prayer, and self-discovery practices. Dedicate time daily to connect with your essence and listen to divine guidance. The more you do this, the clearer the sign becomes, and the easier it will be to use it to transform your life. Remember that the second awakening is more than a gift. It is a responsibility. By living guided by this hidden sign, you leave a spiritual legacy for those who follow. Your journey is not yours alone. It is a light that guides other chosen ones to recognize their own signs and live with purpose. And you? Have you felt that you are going through a second awakening? Share your story in the comments. Your experiences could inspire other chosen ones. If you believe this message reached you for a greater purpose, write in the comments, "I accept my second awakening." This simple act of faith is a powerful declaration that you are ready to embrace your spiritual transformation and live your purpose fully. Thank you for staying with me until now. If this content resonated with your heart, follow the channel, like this video, and share it with someone who might also relate to it. Now that you've discovered the hidden sign of the second awakening, there's something even deeper you need to know. Why do the chosen ones often find themselves in conflict with the church? The answer could completely transform the way you view your spiritual mission. Don't leave without watching the next video on the screen. It reveals a truth no one dares to tell, and that could change your life forever. Click now and discover.